This is the Ms.FitVegan podcast, episode 482. A lot of people don't have emotional intelligence, and if you don't have it, you probably don't know that you don't have it. That's the funniest part. So I would like to talk today about how to talk to people. A lot of people don't know how, and it's actually stopping them from living the life that they want, because of course the quality of our relationships determines the quality of our life. There's a few things you need to know. First of all, I would highly recommend, speaking of not being able to talk, the book called Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus by John Gray. There's a reason why this book has been at the top of the bestsellers list for the last 25 years or more. It's an outstanding book that taught me a lot about EQ. Because of course, you can have a very high IQ, but if you don't have a very high EQ, you will not be happy in this life. That's number one. Number two, avoid at all cost insulting people. I know that seems obvious, but some people were just not taught this. And it's incredible. So let me give you a story. Yesterday, I was on the phone with an acquaintance. I wouldn't call them a friend because they insult people very easily. And I don't keep friends like that. I know it's not just me. I know nothing is personal. So I was on the phone with an acquaintance yesterday, and she proceeded to tell me that she wanted to help me redo my logo, my company logo for Fruit is Life. She saw it the other day on my Instagram, and she proceeded to tell me that it wasn't a good logo. The colors were not good. Just nothing was good about it. And she would like to help me for a very small fee, very low cost, to help me redo that graphic. And she had questions like, I'm sure you did it yourself, right? And I was like, yes, I did it myself. She's like, yeah, I can see. And by the way, this is someone I get on the phone with maybe once a year, and maybe never again, because nobody likes to be insulted, whether it's true or not. Maybe my logo isn't good. I did it myself. But it's a logo. And guess what? I'm fucking proud of it. I'm fucking proud of everything that I've done in this life thus far, because I've done everything myself. And you know what? It's hard. It's not like super easy to do things by yourself with no investment, with no capital, with no partner. This shit is not easy. So shout out to everyone out there that is doing things by themselves, like going to the gym, like working out, like eating healthy, like starting a business, writing a book, okay? Starting a YouTube by yourself, whatever you're doing, if you're doing it by yourself, fucking congratulations. You are rare. You are part of the 3% of the population. Most people will never do things by themselves. They're too fucking scared. So that's number one. Number two, so don't insult people. It's not, I would love to redo my logo. Yeah, show me what you got, but I'm not working with somebody who's insulting me. Don't insult anyone. A potential client, a potential friend. Don't insult people. Number two, learn about physical cues. There are cues that people give you when they want to leave your presence. Learn these things. Okay, Vanessa Van Edwards is a great resource. She has 2 books. One is called Cues, and I don't know the name of the other book. Look it up. Vanessa Van Edwards. She's awesome. And she has a book on body language. And if you're on the phone, there's also cues that people say, things that people say. Why are there so many people walking around in this world that cannot pick up on social cues? What happened? I don't know if it's the phones. I don't know, but there's some people I can think off right off the top of my head. I know that I don't want to get in a conversation with them because they're not going to get any of the clues and the cues that I want to talk or I want to leave. That's number 2. Number 3 is, please don't have a monologue. I'm a YouTuber. I do a podcast, right? So I get it. We're used to being in a monologue, just talking to ourselves. A lot of us, we live alone. We have jobs where we work alone. We work for ourselves, especially entrepreneurs listening to this. A lot of us work from home. And a lot of us are, trying to do our thing. And maybe that's YouTube or a podcast or whatever. Okay, so when you're in a monologue, yes, you can talk as much as you want. In fact, I encourage you to start a podcast or a YouTube so that you can get out all of your monologuing. A conversation is not time for a monologue. And I feel strongly that if people, both men and women, if they fucking learned this, they would be so much happier in life. I just don't know how to teach it because people that don't have social cues are never researching on how to have better conversations, how to have better relationships. It's the saddest fucking thing. It's almost like the people that are the sickest are never going to research about the 80-10-10 diet or Dr. Brooke Goldner. They're never going to hear about her. They're never going to find a Ms.FitVegan who healed herself from all types of issues with a fruit-based diet. They're never going to find a Robert Morse, Dr. Robert Morse, who I am interviewing tomorrow. Thank you very much to my friend Sherry who set that up. That is big. Probably the biggest interview I'm ever going to do, or that I've done thus far. I'd consider John Gray. I interviewed him. That was a pretty big one for me. Brad Yates. And Dr. I can't think of anyone else that is on level, in my eyes, is on the same level as Dr. Robert Morse. So I'm excited. And the good thing about it is I don't need to prepare because I've been preparing for the last 13 years. So that's what you really want. You want a job that you don't have to prepare for, because you've been doing it. It's your life. I'm just going to say that I think that's why I'm good at interviews. I think I'm good at interviews and I'm getting better every day. But I think the reason I'm good at interviews is because I've just been preparing for 13 years. I haven't been preparing for a day or two. It's been literally 13 years that I've wanted to ask these questions, and I can get better, and I am getting better. But you got to have an interest in what you're doing. It's very, very important. Don't do it unless you care about it. So back to the EQ talk. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I am taking a walk. It is 99 degrees out here, and I'm loving it. I'm grateful, but it's hot as fuck. And I'm really happy to be talking to you guys because there was a time in my life where I couldn't talk. I would have so much mucus that I would just be coughing non-stop. I mean, this was like most of my teenage years. I was coughing, and my early 20s. I just had chronic bronchitis, chronic mucus, just horrible sinus issues, and I couldn't stop coughing. I couldn't stop getting sick every few weeks. I would have like a day or two where I was normal, and that's it. So, for a good 10 years of my life, from 15 to 25, I was constantly sick. And I forget about that, and it's hard for me to think about it because it was just such a depressing, horrible time in my life. But that is no more. And now I'm able to communicate. And let's get back to the communication talk. All right, so what's the first thing? Remember, read The Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Number 2, read Vanessa Van Edwards' 2 books, Cues and something else. Okay, number 3, I want you to stop having monologues with people, okay? Number 4, I don't want you to insult people anymore, okay? If you even think that it might be an insult, don't say it. How about you do this, okay? This is just an open letter to every dumb fuck in society. How about you just think before you say it? And I'm guilty too. Sometimes I say things that I think are going to be funny, and they're actually funny, but they're not fucking funny. They're not nice to the other person, and I do have to apologize to that because I grew up, in a culture where like you make fun of your friends and it's funny, but some people it's not funny, right? Some people you're insulting them and they'll never forget that insult. So watch your fucking words when you're talking to people. Okay, let's continue. What else? If you really want to form better relationships, then ask better questions. You know, you're going to the bar or to the date or on the dating app and you're asking the same fucking questions that nobody wants to answer. How's your day? How's your week? What are you up to? What do you do for a living? How many siblings do you have? Where are you from? I get it. We need to ask these questions. No, we fucking don't. No, you don't. You'll find those things out. You don't need to ask those questions. Trust me, you'll find them out. They're fucking annoying. Nobody wants to answer them. Imagine going to a club or a bar or a lounge or something or an event and somebody walks up to you and they say, "Hi, my name is Jeanette. What's your name?" "My name is Tammy." "Hi, Tammy. What are you most passionate about?" Tammy's going to immediately be like, "Oh my God. Whoa. They're either going to not really know and they're going to start thinking about it. And that's going to trigger them to start like prioritizing, wow, what am I passionate about? Or immediately, you know, if Tammy asks Jeanette, "Hi, Jeanette, what are you passionate about?" "Hi, I'm passionate about inspiring people to eat more fruit instead of dead animal body parts. How about you?" You see how that works? And the people that think I'm crazy, guess what? I don't have a relationship with them. I filter them out. If I say the word dead animal body parts to you and you think I'm insane, I know you're not my tribe. You're not one of my people. But if I say that and you're like, "Wow, that's cool. All right, we could chill then." So I'm not saying I'm only friends with vegans, but I just have to tell it like it is. And that is my passion. That's my biggest passion in life. So, yeah, let me think. I don't have any notes or anything. I just wanted to talk to someone during my walk, and you happen to be that someone. Thank you very much for being here with me. And the last thing I wanted to say was, well, yeah, the last thing is to be honest. Be yourself. Be yourself. If the honesty that you're going to say is going to hurt the other person, okay, sure, don't say that. But be yourself in the beginning of a relationship, okay? You know why? Friendship or co-working relationship or a romantic relationship. You know why? Because if you start acting like someone else, you're going to attract people that like that person, not you. When you try to please other people, you try to get other people to like you, it just never works. Because that's not even you. And then you're not even going to like the people that like you. Because, well, they have different interests and different values than you. All right? And it's like, you know what's crazy? We all go on dates and stuff. And we ask the questions that don't matter. You know, the only questions that matter are, what are your values? Because where somebody's from or what they do for a living, or like what their favorite color is, or how many siblings they have, it doesn't even matter. What really matters is what does someone value? What are someone's non-negotiables? What do you value in yourself, in others, in your relationships? It doesn't matter what your interests are, honestly. It doesn't matter what your circumstances are. Values is all that matters. Trust me. Me and my best friend, we are complete opposites, but we have the same values. We like to be respected. We don't tolerate dishonesty. We like predictability. We like to be safe. We like to have security. We like to live in a clean home. Okay? We value cleanliness. We like to have fun. It's a big value. Okay? We don't tolerate drama. We've never it's almost 20 years actually. We've never been in one fight. Literally. We've never screamed at each other. never yelled at each other, and it's because we have the same values. Now, if you're somebody who wants to make more friends, yes, it's great to have things in common, but start asking people what are their values. What do they value? What do they like? What do they like about themselves? What do they like about other people that they love? What are their favorite traits of the people they love? Okay? Find out somebody's values, and you will be able to find people that you are compatible with. So, but the sad thing is, y'all, most people are going to lie about their values. They'll say, yeah, I value honesty and integrity, and then they'll fucking lie. They're lying about that shit, and then they'll go eat a fucking Big Mac, and it's like, what kind of integrity do you have when you're eating a dead animal? Seriously. Okay? Seriously. Or you find out they're a used car salesman and they lie to people all day about the state of the car. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really have integrity, do you now? So, good luck out there. Good luck out there, y'all. But yeah, I just had that conversation with that associate that, like, I'll never work with, because even though they have lots of great ideas and they have capital, they have lots of money, it's just like, what is the point? I don't want to be around you. If somebody doesn't want to be around you, they're not going to do business with you. Remember that. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. And I'm about to walk across a bridge. So I'm going to say bye now. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, boo.